Most people look outside themselves for success. They chase money, approval, or validation, never realizing that the real transformation starts from within. If you want to change your life, you must start by focusing on you every single day. When you rebuild your mindset, your habits, and your priorities, the world has no choice but to align with your vision. This isn't about selfishness. It's about creating a foundation strong enough to support everything you want: financial freedom, health, meaningful relationships, and purpose. Daily focus on self-growth compounds like interest in a bank account. Small steps become unstoppable momentum. Stop waiting for life to hand you opportunities. Stop blaming circumstances or people. Rebuild yourself from the inside out and watch doors open, obstacles disappear, and success chase you instead of the other way around. Your life changes when you change first. You have to understand something very clearly. Everything you want in life, every level of success, every relationship, every achievement, every breakthrough starts with you. It's not about the market, it's not about luck, and it's not about waiting for the right moment. The truth is, if you don't invest in yourself first, nothing else will ever line up the way you want it to. You are the foundation of your success, and foundations aren't built in a day. They're built with consistent effort, with intention, and with clarity about who you are and who you want to become. Most people run around chasing things outside themselves. They chase money, they chase validation, they chase opportunities, but they never stop to ask, am I ready for this? Am I built to handle this level of success? You see, opportunities are not the problem. The problem is that people show up unprepared, mentally weak, and scattered. When your foundation is weak, no amount of opportunity will give you lasting results. You have to focus on yourself daily, because your inner strength, your discipline, your mindset, and your habits are what will carry you through every storm, every challenge, every obstacle life throws at you. Take a moment and think about a house. You wouldn't start building the walls and the roof if the foundation is cracked or unstable. The same principle applies to your life. If your mind is unstable, if your habits are scattered, if your priorities are unclear, nothing you try to build will last. You will keep experiencing the same frustrations, the same setbacks, and the same moments of regret. But when you intentionally rebuild yourself from the inside, when you make a commitment to grow every day, your life starts to shift. Suddenly, doors open that you didn't even know existed. Suddenly, you have clarity in situations that used to confuse you. Suddenly, you can make decisions from strength rather than fear. Being the foundation of your own success means taking ownership of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. It means refusing to let the outside world dictate your inner peace. It means choosing what you consume mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, because what you feed your mind becomes the blueprint for your life. If you are constantly feeding doubt, fear, and negativity, you will attract doubt, fear, and negativity into your life. But if you feed yourself courage, discipline, clarity, and faith in your ability to grow, you will become unshakable. You become the kind of person who attracts the right opportunities, the right people, and the right resources. And this isn't just about thinking positively or repeating affirmations. It's about building habits, strengthening your mind, and creating a lifestyle that reflects the success you desire. It's about waking up every day and asking yourself, what can I do to make myself stronger today, smarter today, more disciplined today? Because success is not about giant leaps. It's about the small, consistent steps that compound over time. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every challenge you face with courage, every moment you refuse to give in to distraction or negativity is laying another brick in your foundation. You see, when you focus on yourself daily, you become a magnet for success. People notice it, opportunities notice it, life notices it. And here's the thing, this kind of focus doesn't make you selfish, it makes you capable of giving more, achieving more, and living on a level that most people never reach because they spend all their energy looking outward instead of inward. The stronger you become, the more unstoppable you become. The stronger your foundation, the higher your potential, and the further you can rise without fear of collapsing under pressure. So, if you want to live a life of purpose, wealth, influence, and fulfillment, you must start by investing in the most important asset you will ever have: yourself. Your mind, your habits, your discipline, your integrity. These are the bricks of your foundation. Build them daily, nurture them daily, protect them daily. When you do, everything else aligns. The world doesn't force success on anyone, but it does respond to those who are ready to receive it, those who are strong enough to carry it, and those who are disciplined enough to maintain it. Your foundation is your life. Strengthen it, focus on it, and protect it, and everything else will naturally follow. People make a huge mistake thinking that success comes from one big move, one bold decision, or a moment of intense effort. They wake up one day with motivation in their chest, push hard for a week, and then burn out, disappointed because life didn't deliver overnight. Here's the truth. Intensity alone won't take you where you want to go. One burst of effort might get you a little forward, but it won't create lasting change. Consistency beats intensity every single time. It's not the hero moments, the grand gestures, or the one-time miracles that shape your life. It's what you do every single day, even when no one is watching, even when it feels small, even when it feels boring. That determines your future. Think about water dripping on a rock. One drop won't make a dent. 10 drops won't do much either. But hundreds, thousands of drops over time, that rock will eventually wear down and form a pathway. That's the power of consistency. Every time you show up for yourself, every time you take a step toward growth, every time you invest in your mind, your skills, your habits, you are moving that rock, carving out a path that eventually becomes unstoppable. And the people who succeed are not the ones who sprint hard for a moment and quit. They are the ones who show up day after day with discipline and faith, no matter how they feel. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum builds results. It trains your mind to trust yourself. It trains your body to follow through. It creates a rhythm that life responds to. If you decide today to start a habit, a new skill, or a new mindset, you might not see the results immediately. You might not see them tomorrow, next week, or even next month. But when you stay consistent, when you refuse to let your emotions dictate your actions, results are inevitable. Small, repeated actions create compound growth. And this is where most people fail. They want the outcome without the effort, the result without the process. Your discipline grows when you honor the process. When you do something every day, even when it's inconvenient, even when you don't feel like it, you're training your future self. You are showing your future self that they can rely on you. That is powerful. And the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is rarely talent, luck, or opportunity. It's simply the willingness to show up consistently, to put in the work daily, even when it's not glamorous, even when it's not visible, even when it doesn't feel like enough. Consistency also protects you from the highs and lows of life. Intensity without consistency leads to burnout and discouragement. You ride the emotional waves, high energy one day, exhausted the next, motivated one week, distracted the next. But when you commit to steady, consistent effort, you build resilience. You train your mind to stay steady, your focus to remain sharp, and your confidence to grow gradually. You create habits that carry you even when motivation fades. Because let me tell you something. Motivation is fleeting, but consistency is unstoppable. Motivation comes and goes, but a consistent habit is a force you can rely on for life. This is why small daily steps are more valuable than giant leaps. Reading a few pages of a book every day compounds into knowledge. Practicing your craft every day compounds into mastery. Investing in yourself every day compounds into a life of results, wealth, and influence. Don't underestimate the power of showing up, even when it's uncomfortable. Don't underestimate the power of repeated action over time. Those who refuse to quit, those who stay consistent even when life tests them, are the ones who eventually see extraordinary outcomes. And here's something most people don't realize. Consistency builds trust in yourself. You start believing that you can handle challenges, that you can meet your goals, that you can navigate life's obstacles. And when you trust yourself, the world starts trusting you. Opportunities find you, relationships flourish, doors open, because you are someone who delivers, someone who shows up, someone who follows through. That is the invisible power of consistency, and it cannot be replicated by a single burst of effort, no matter how intense. So stop waiting for a moment of perfect motivation. Stop thinking that one heroic day will define your success. Show up every day. Take your small steps. Stay disciplined. Keep your eyes on the long-term vision. What you do consistently is what creates the life you want, not what you do once in a while. Every small action compounds. Every day counts. Every effort matters. The results may not come immediately, but they are coming. And when they do, they will come in full force. Because you stayed consistent when others gave up. Your mind is the most valuable asset you have, yet most people treat it like it's disposable. They allow every random thought, every distraction, every negative influence to come in and dictate how they feel, how they act, and ultimately how they live. You cannot build a life of purpose, wealth, or influence if your mind is constantly under attack. You have to guard it fiercely. You have to protect what you allow to enter it, what you focus on, and how you react to the things you cannot control. Your thoughts are like seeds, and the quality of those seeds determines the quality of your life. If you plant doubt, fear, and distraction every day, don't expect success to grow. But if you plant clarity, focus, and determination, there is no limit to what you can harvest. Time works the same way. Most people treat time like it's unlimited, but it's not. Every minute that passes is a minute you'll never get back. If you spend your time reacting to distractions, pleasing everyone, or chasing what doesn't serve your growth, you are slowly building a life that someone else controls. You must guard your time like a treasure, because it is. The people who achieve extraordinary things are not necessarily smarter, luckier, or more talented. They are people who value their time and spend it intentionally. They understand that every hour, every choice, and every commitment either moves them closer to their vision or pulls them further away. Guarding your mind and your time requires discipline, but it also requires awareness. You have to be honest about what is taking up your mental space. Who are you listening to? What are you reading? What conversations are you having? Are they helping you grow, or are they keeping you small? Are you constantly scrolling, consuming, and reacting to content that doesn't serve you? Or are you actively creating, learning, and building? Every distraction you allow is a drain on your potential. Every negative thought you entertain is a chain holding you back. If you want to win at life, you must take control of your inner world. The same principle applies to people around you. Not everyone deserves access to your time, and not everyone deserves access to your energy. Some people are there to uplift you, inspire you, and challenge you to grow. Others are there to keep you stuck, distracted, or drained. Be very intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. You don't have to burn bridges, but you do have to protect your peace. Guarding your mind means setting boundaries and having the courage to say no to what doesn't serve your growth. Guarding your time means prioritizing what matters most and refusing to get lost in the noise of life. You also have to guard the way you think about yourself. Many people are their own worst enemies. They allow doubt, guilt, fear, and comparison to take over their mind. If you want to succeed, you have to build a fortress around your thoughts. When negative thoughts arise, challenge them. When fear tries to dictate your actions, remind yourself of your purpose and your potential. When the world throws distractions at you, remember why you started and what you are building. Your focus is a weapon, and if you use it intentionally, it will move mountains. But if you let it wander, it will betray you. Guarding your mind and your time is not about being rigid or unfeeling. It's about creating the space to grow, to think clearly, and to act with purpose. It's about removing what doesn't belong so that what matters can flourish. Imagine a garden overrun with weeds. You can't expect your flowers to grow if the weeds are left unchecked. Your mind is like that garden. The ideas, habits, and influences you allow to take root will determine what blooms and what dies. Take control of it, protect it, water it with focus, feed it with knowledge, and prune out the distractions. Time and mind are inseparable. You cannot protect one without protecting the other. When you spend your time wisely, your mind stays clear. When you guard your mind, your time becomes productive. Together, they are the ultimate tools for building a life of success. People who understand this principle move faster, make better decisions, and experience less stress because they are in control. They don't wait for luck. They don't wait for the perfect opportunity. They create their own reality by protecting their most valuable resources. The question you have to ask yourself is simple. Are you in control of your mind and your time, or are they controlling you? Every distraction, every wasted hour, every negative thought is slowly shaping your life in ways you may not even notice. And the truth is, you can't afford to ignore it. If you want to achieve your goals, build wealth, and live a life of impact, you have to be relentless about this. Protect your mind, protect your time, protect your life. When you do that, you become unstoppable. You have to understand something very important. What you see on the outside of someone's life is always a reflection of what's going on inside. Wealth, success, influence, and happiness do not come first. They follow. They are the result of what is happening in your mind, in your character, in your habits, and in your daily decisions. Many people spend their entire lives chasing money, chasing recognition, chasing validation, without ever stopping to look at themselves. They think that by changing their circumstances, their life will change. But the truth is, outer success will never stick if you haven't transformed the inside first. Transformation begins in the mind. It begins with understanding your value, your potential, and your ability to create results. It begins with deciding that you will no longer accept mediocrity or settle for less than what you are capable of achieving. When you make that decision, your thoughts start to change, your habits start to change, your actions start to align with your vision. And that alignment is what produces real results, not fleeting motivation or luck. You cannot fake it. You cannot rely on external factors to carry you. You must rebuild from the inside, because that is what creates a foundation strong enough to sustain everything you desire. Your emotions play a huge role in this inner transformation. If your mind is filled with fear, doubt, anger, or resentment, it doesn't matter how much opportunity comes your way, you will sabotage yourself. Your emotions are signals, but if you let them control you, they become chains. True transformation means learning to manage your emotions, to respond rather than react, and to use every challenge as a lesson. It means understanding that your failures are not permanent and your setbacks are not the end. They are opportunities to strengthen your character. Success is never about avoiding struggle. It's about developing the inner strength to handle it. Habits are another critical part of transformation. The small daily actions you take, what you do when no one is watching, will ultimately determine your results. When you build habits that support growth, discipline, and focus, you are reshaping your life from the inside. When you stop tolerating distractions, procrastination, and negative influences, you create space for what truly matters. Your outer reality cannot rise above the level of your daily habits. The richer, freer, and more fulfilled life you desire is only possible when your daily actions reflect the values, priorities, and focus that come from a transformed mind. Your character is the final piece. How you show up every day, how you treat people, how you handle setbacks, and how you make decisions when no one is watching, all of that shapes your life more than any external circumstance ever could. You can't build a lasting business, a lasting relationship, or a lasting reputation if your character is weak. People don't just invest in ideas or opportunities, they invest in people they trust, people they respect, people they believe in. Inner transformation strengthens your integrity, your wisdom, and your ability to make decisions that align with your long-term vision, not short-term gain. The key is to focus less on what you want to see change externally and more on what you can control internally. What thoughts do you feed your mind every day? What skills are you developing? How are you showing up in your relationships? How disciplined are you with your habits? Every answer matters because your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. If you want your income to rise, your health to improve, your influence to expand, or your happiness to increase, start inside first. Work on your mindset, refine your habits, strengthen your character, and align your actions with your goals. Transformation within is the engine that drives transformation without. And here's the thing most people never realize. They are capable of more than they think, but they are held back by their own inner limitations. They focus on the problems outside instead of the power within. But the moment you start investing in yourself, the moment you start transforming your mind and your habits, the external world begins to shift to match your inner strength. Opportunities that once seemed impossible start appearing. People who once doubted you start supporting you. Doors that were once closed begin to open. Life responds to your inner transformation in ways that you cannot fully anticipate, but you will recognize immediately. Transformation is not an event, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen without effort. But if you commit to it every day, your life will reflect it naturally. You don't have to chase success. You don't have to force it. You only have to focus on rebuilding yourself from the inside, on becoming the person capable of handling the success you desire. And when that happens, outer success is inevitable. Your life is a reflection of who you are inside. Change the inside and the outside will follow. Everything you experience in life, your results, your relationships, your opportunities, your failures, your victories, reflects where your focus is. Most people never realize this, which is why they feel like life happens to them rather than for them. They allow their attention to wander, to be pulled by distractions, to be consumed by other people's priorities, and then wonder why their life doesn't match their dreams. Your life will always mirror your focus, and the truth is, what you consistently focus on grows. If you focus on fear, doubt, and limitations, those things will expand in your life. But if you focus on growth, on learning, on improvement, on purpose, your life will follow that focus naturally. This is why so many people chase external markers of success and never reach fulfillment. They focus on money, on recognition, on appearances, and they think those things will create the life they want. But those external things are only a reflection. They follow your focus. They never lead it. If you want more in life, you have to focus where growth can happen, where energy is multiplied, and where purpose aligns with your actions. You have to focus on yourself, on your habits, on your mind, on the daily actions that compound over time. Your focus is like a magnet. What you put it on, you attract, whether it's good or bad, helpful or harmful. Focus is not just about thinking, it's about energy and attention. What you allow into your mind, what you dwell on, what you spend your time on, it all matters. Most people scatter their focus across distractions, entertainment, gossip, and things that don't serve their future. They wonder why progress is slow, why opportunities don't appear, why they feel stuck. The answer is always in where their focus has been. If you want your life to change, you have to redirect your focus to the things that will build your life, not distract from it. Focus on the right people, the right habits, the right goals, and the right mindset, and your life will start to mirror that focus almost immediately. When you focus on yourself daily, your life begins to realign. You start thinking strategically. You start making decisions that serve your long-term goals rather than short-term comfort. You start prioritizing what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. This doesn't happen by accident, it happens by design. You have to choose to focus, to intentionally decide what matters most, and to guard that focus against everything that would pull you off course. It is the most powerful leverage you will ever have, because while talent, luck, and resources are external and often unpredictable, focus is entirely within your control. Focus also creates clarity. When your mind is scattered, your vision is blurry, your actions are random, and your results reflect that randomness. But when you focus on what's important, you see the path forward. You see the opportunities that were hidden in plain sight. You see solutions to problems that once felt impossible. Your life begins to mirror your focus because you are no longer reacting to life. You are creating it. You are no longer a passenger. You are the driver, and everything that shows up in your world starts to line up with the energy and attention you are putting out. The challenge is staying disciplined in that focus every day. Life will test you. Distractions will appear. People will pull you in different directions. Old habits will try to sneak back in. But your results depend on your ability to maintain focus over time. Small, consistent focus compounds just like small, consistent effort does. Every day you direct your attention toward your growth, toward your vision, toward what truly matters, you build momentum. And when that momentum builds, it becomes unstoppable. Your focus is also your responsibility. You cannot blame circumstances, other people, or luck for the results you are getting. You attract what you focus on. You magnify what you pay attention to. You create the environment and the life you live by the decisions you make about where to place your mind, your energy, and your time. If you want a life of purpose, wealth, and influence, you must first master where you place your focus and then consistently protect it from distraction, doubt, and negativity. So ask yourself this: what are you focusing on today? Are you focused on what will grow you, strengthen you, and prepare you for the life you want? Or are you letting your attention wander to things that don't matter, that don't serve your future, that keep you small? The answer to that question will always show up in your life because your life mirrors your focus. Focus on yourself, focus on growth, focus on purpose. Everything else will follow.